Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores Triassic. Now, unfortunately, you're going to notice a little bit of a difference in this video than the others, because unfortunately the audio didn't record quite properly. So, I'm basically doing a commentary after the fact, and we're just kind of going over what we did last episode here, but we're going to do Dori Oasis this time, and try to go for that temple in the middle more than anything else. So I just kind of decided to work with the sniper rifle and the double ammo for a bit to try that out, and wanted to pick some of the easier ones to go for. So we did Placerius and Lodosaurus and Adaphosaurus. Just some things to try out, went over the scopes about the sniper rifle. I do apologize on the secondary commentary, but you know what, this is a good way for me to actually watch it with you guys and see how things do. I found the sniper rifle to be an okay choice here. The firepower, shot precision, volume roll, pretty good. Rate of fire, though, definitely, I'd even say it's slower than that. Because it's definitely not something you want to use against anything that's found you. And we did decide to do the tranquilizer for... What did we do? Oh yeah, we took camouflage instead because we wanted to get to the very center of Dori Oasis to find out what that temple is like in the middle. So we just hopped into Hunt. And here we are. Well, we kind of landed here. It takes a little minute or two before I kind of catch up to myself because of how we give time for the capture to properly start. There are a few things that might come up, but anyway, as we start going along, what we're aiming for is the very middle there, as you can see, but we actually, I think, already spotted a little bit of game around us, or even heard it. Yeah, there it is. Placerius was right beside us as we dropped in, so we're going to make our way slowly over and try to climb and investigate if we can. We also can hear a little bit of something else as well. I don't know if it was the Placerius or something else at that time, so we're just going to skirt, navigate the terrain a little bit if we can, and see if we can get over and find out what's making all the noise. I do have to say, trying to navigate the terrain can be a little difficult in Carnivores because of just how the slopes work and the geometry of it can be... Oh, there's what we're after. That's what we were hearing was Lodosaurus. So we try one shot. Yeah, it was a miss. Oh, two misses. There's our first hit, and there's our second. Yeah, when I was playing that myself, I thought I hit him for sure on the first one, but I guess it actually hit the little bit of plant that was in front of him or the ground, because we saw the little sparks fly up. But we got ourselves that Placerius with 2 hits. It just took 3 or 4 shots before we actually did get it. So, in our objective to try to get into the very middle of the reserve, I think our big problem is trying to navigate the terrain. And I was just testing the scope of the sniper rifle. Oh, hold on a moment. I just need to go back in my recording, because maybe that's a point where something went wrong. No, everything seems to be playing out okay. Just going to do that one more time, because when I was playing it back in VLC right now, as I'm commentating, I had a weird screen glitch. I'm wondering if maybe that's where the recording stopped off, but no, it was just VLC being weird. Okay, well, we'll carry along. I'll try to spot for anything else. We can hear it moving around. Oh, there we go. Just see it poking about there. Yeah, so that's the Placerius we saw before, but it's kind of stuck in an animation. Well, not an animation loop, but navigation loop. And there's the reload. I knew that was coming. There we go. And wait. There we go. I have to say, it's really nice to have the sniper rifle only being basically 2 shots and you got it. So we'll do a little more scouting here. Nothing really, though. The big thing now is going to be trying to navigate our way in and find our way into the center and whatever that middle thing on the map is. The comments said that was like a temple of sorts, but we'll have to actually get there ourselves to see about it. But we come up on our sleep from Placerius there and quickly move on our way off. We got objectives to meet this time. I do think the terrain for Carnivores, you can't really be too extreme with it because it both makes player pathfinding, well, actually I should say the animal AI pathfinding and also just your movement and trying to navigate a nightmare. You think you can go up things, but you can't. Prime example is what's coming up here is I'm looking for a way to try to get into the middle, and we try using this slope here, but no luck. It seemed like you almost could, but just wasn't really working that way. So we just gotta skirt our way along the water there. And you can actually kind of see on the map when I have it up. We'll probably bring it up again very soon. But there are almost like 3 little gaps in that silver ridging around the middle. So that's what we're looking for to try to get towards where we want to go. I do have to say, though, the random ambient noises can be a little unnerving just because I'm so skittish in the game. I don't have a health pool I'm okay with. Yeah, here you can see we're coming up onto the northeasternmost little gap that we're going to go through and see what's up here. Oh, there's was the little screen glitch. I noticed that as well, but little dive and hop out of that, and now we'll proceed through. So as you can see, there's definitely something up ahead. Just gotta navigate our way through, and the ambient noise is kicking up quite a bit. Well, that ambient noise as well, but I was talking more about the low... Oh, there's the lava-like sound. Yeah, there's lava. So it doesn't look like we'll be able to access from up here, but we might be able to try skirt and see through whatever's there. As you can see, there's just a little bit there. We can try to kind of ease along. There we go. And we can sort of see something in the middle there. It's basically, well, there's no way from this angle or that way. But we can see on the map there almost looks like a bridge on the south end. We're not going to try anything too stupid like going over there or try hopping across the lava here. We're going to head out and skirt away and around again. Let's try to figure our way through and see if we can get to that bridge and find out what this exactly is. Or if there's anything to really find there. So far, though, just a nice little change of pace for commentary on the video, because now I'm actually watching it alongside you guys, so I get to see how it goes and anything like that. I do have to say, it's not too bad of an experience, I'd say. I'm trying to figure out what I want to aim for my commentary style to be like. I basically want to keep it as a more traditional Let's Play than anything more recent with all these like edits and memes and crap shoved into it. Sometimes you just want to sit back and watch somebody playing a game and get an idea of what it's like alongside them. Almost like, say, couch gaming in a way. I'm sure people, if you're a little older and have memories of it, where you would go over to a friend's place, sit down on their couch and watch them play a single-player game for a bit, or you'd get to try it a bit. Stuff like that. And our terrain navigation skills are atrocious, but we do find our way out over this way. Which I didn't think this would be the way we'd be able to go get out, but surprisingly we were able to. So that's kind of how the Let's Plays, I'm going to keep them fashioned. I don't want to do a lot of heavy edits like screen tearing or image jumping, or the most awful edits I've found so far are cranking the audio on stupid clips up so loud that it seems like it's blowing the speakers. That's just stupid. So you can take it easy and rest well knowing that nothing like that is ever going to happen on the channel. I will not allow it. Oh, Lysosaurus there. Lysosaurus there, but nothing else we've really been able to glass, which in our situation here is pretty good, because we're trying to keep ourselves a little more organized and directed onto our objective. Because so far, we've actually hit both of our objectives for the episodes, this one and the previous. The previous one, we got to go to Hell Island and Greenshire and take a look at each of those and do 2 successful hunts, which actually is a little surprising given my track record. For being called the SurvivalVis, my survival varies quite a bit in these videos, doesn't it? That's almost something I wonder if I branded my channel wrong. I should have been the HunterVis or something like that, but I think as I keep playing on the channel and doing more videos and getting into other series, I think the survival aspect will come around again. Right now, we do have some Nautica and Dino System kind of fulfilling that, although Dino System will probably be slimming down to 1 day per week, maybe 2 videos that day, but we'll have to see. And Subnautica is once per week right now, but that may even jump up to 2. We'll see depending on how the videos are coming. And we'll take a little look around and... oh, well, there's somebody caught in the tree line. Yeah, looks like we may be able to try for a shot off on him if he stays in that loop, but... nope, actually found his way out. Looks like he got lucky with us actually having a weapon that can take him down pretty efficiently. And thank goodness that there is no fall damage in the game, because we're going to slide right on down. One thing's about as I've been playing Carnivores is just how skittish I am as we go along. Like, because you basically have 1 health, it's really, really nerve-wracking about if you'll spot anything or be spotted by something. Because anything can really take you out. And then we can hear something kind of running around a bit, so that might just be the Lotosaurus, but we're still making our primary objective to finding that way into the middle of the map. And that drum is, or that hum is pretty consistent. So at least we know we're close enough to that we can keep hearing it. But now we just need to figure out our way through and along. Because Dori Oasis I've always had bad luck on. Whenever you drop in and you have something like a SurvivalVis tagged or Postasuchus tagged, it seems like they're dropped right beside them. And I actually can't remember if we get up this way or not. I think we actually managed to. But we'll have to see. Yeah, we actually managed to successfully get up there, so you can cheat the terrain, but it does feel really sporadic about when you can. Like here, I don't think we're going to cheat at all. We're basically going to have to slide all the way down and come up, but... Oh, there we go. Fusarius in the lens, but we'll probably see about trying for that after we investigate the temple of sorts in the middle. For now, we just got to ease our way around and along and try to go through as we can. Now, recordings for me have been pretty steady, and actually I've been able to kind of work into a rhythm with them. So I'm hoping and might be aiming for trying to do 2 videos every weekday. It's like Monday to Friday will be 2 videos per day. They might be the same series on the same day, like 2 Carnivores on Thursday and 2 Dino Systems Monday, something like that. I'll have to see depending on the opportunities I get, but it'll be something I'll let you guys know in future videos, if it does happen that way. But here we are finding the Lizard Scale Road to the temple. And, ooh, a gap. You know what? I decided we're going to try it. What the hell? We came this far, we might as well try going all the way, and we do manage to clear it. Kind of barely, but we did successfully do that. So, just kind of investigating around, we see a little bit of a change in the middle thing here. And this is where I'm dumb. Yeah, even the dinosaurs don't kill us. I do that myself. So that was our Dori Oasis expedition. And next up, I wanted to keep using the sniper rifle, so I decided to do Tatem Wastes next. Because that's nice open ground, we can see far forward, and we can try getting some other big game. So we decided to try the Herrerasaurus, and honestly just go with that. Because we know the Lotosaurus were 2 shots now, and Fusarius was 2, so we decided to go with that and hop into a hunt. And again, the screen capture... you can never really tell when it's recording when it kind of kicks in, so that's a reason why I've always kind of been doing the crouch down, wait a little bit, and then when it seems a few seconds have passed, we'll do good there. Because unfortunately, even with my audio recording, or my audio capture on my second monitor, I didn't even notice that I wasn't capturing the audio, so I definitely need to be more aware of that if I want to prevent these kind of interesting videos from going out more often. I also have to say, trying to do commentary on 2 episodes back to back, killer on the throat. I am glad I have a water bottle with me. Yeah, so just kind of go looking around. I don't think we really spot anything too quickly off the bat. I think it takes us a little bit of walking, but we do get a chance to just look over the area, and this is probably one of the reserves or hunting ground. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's a Herrerasaurus right there, and we'll try getting a shot off on him and see if we can get him. He is a bit away, but yeah, we got a shot. You could see a little bit of blood effects, so now begins the long trek. Some of you may remember from our Dori Oasis one where we got a Herrerasaurus that ran literally outside of the map on us. So this is a little bit of a trek again to find it, but interesting things. It is helpful, but also does kind of shows the engine being a bit weird. Is that when we do get near enough to find the blood trail, we'll be able to follow that for a ways off. Like, I think we'll actually be able to pull out the binoculars soon enough and take a look and see it, what I'm talking about, but we'll just get over to where we spotted the Herrerasaurus. I'm just kind of scanning for any other predators. This game, you really gotta have open field of vision and spatial awareness, because it'll take nothing for SurvivalVis to come up on you and attack you, and you're dead while you're focused on something else. So, yeah, there's our first specks of blood. So we can follow that along. And I think if we pull out the binoculars, you can just kind of make out a few dots in the distance there. I think we'll probably see them a little more further along once we get a little closer, but for now we just have to follow the blood trail, which is actually a nice little touch to the game, so that we can actually do track any animals or dinosaurs you've wounded. So as you can see, it's a pretty nice trail that circles the little bit of a... I'm not sure if I'd call it an oasis, but pond of sorts. I wouldn't say it's a full lake with its size. Who knows about the exact definitions and literal definitions, but we'll follow that along. And should be able to find the Herrerasaurus in just a bit of time. Although, he does take us for a little bit of a journey, because surprisingly, he actually does go across the water here. Yeah, you can see, there we go, you can kind of see the dots in the distance in the video. I know I'll blow up the video a little bit, just because, another thing I got to talk more technical with you guys. I tried adjusting the capture and everything, but I was never able to fix it so that way it was actually capturing the exact size of the window that Carnivores plays in. It's really, really weird how it was programmed. It basically opens up one program, which is the menu, that you pick all the settings for your hunt and where you'll go, stuff like that. And then it opens another window that is the renderer and the game itself. So it's kind of hard to get a proper and decent capture where the menu will be... You won't have any of the videos being the exact same size. The menu will be a different size than the rendered game. And you can see here, kind of confusing, because the blood basically skirts along the very edges of the mountain there. So, I wasn't sure what the hell it did. Did it actually climb the mountain, or did it go up and kind of skirt back and forth? So what we do is basically slowly approach, and then you can see up there another cluster of a bunch of blood droplets. So, Herrerasaurus are able to climb mountains. Be wary of that if you ever try Triassic out for yourself, is that the dinosaurs, as much as they'll have terrain climbing issues, they can still figure their way out and around. So with that in mind, we don't want to go exactly up the same path, but because we know that there's a big cluster there, we decide to skirt around and try to use it so that way we can call it down from the mountain. Oh, just a little bit of a lag in the video. I just got to do another quick little go back and see. Oh, no, maybe it's just VLC again. I really do have to find a better playback method for videos. Normally, I don't actually really replay the entire video when I edit. I just kind of sync up the audio to the video. And Carnivores, I do have to do a little more about, like, cutting out the empty space between the menu and the video, or the game footage. But I try not to do too many heavy edits, just so that way it keeps more of that traditional Let's Play. Like, that's something that really seems to be fading out, and kind of sadly so. Is more of the Let's Play where it feels like you're just watching a person play the game alongside them without them trying to make it like a show in its own way. I think there's a spot for stuff like that, but it's not to my taste. I'll put it that way. Some people may enjoy that kind of approach, but I don't. So as we try to figure out where the Herrerasaurus is exactly, it kind of seems like he's up on top of the cliffs there. So what we decide to do is, okay, let's back off, work our way back, and try to set something up in order to get him to come to us. Because we do have the calls and we have the wind aiding us. So we want to give us some good distance because we don't exactly know where he is up there. But we can give a call out and see if there's... There it is. And there's the reply. Now, it's strange because it sounds like it comes from this direction, but we'll keep watching, and as we back up, and we'll do another call in a little bit, it seems like it changes drastically from where it came from. Like, we'll back our way out slowly, and then we play it again. Soon we do, I think. Yeah, I think right... Yeah, so we just do a little scan, make sure nothing else is called in. But yeah, we get a call from it right over up there. You can see the little bit of movement. So we kind of skirt our way over, and there he is. And this is a beautiful shot. Look at that. That was gorgeous. I still have to commend myself for that, because I didn't... It looked like you couldn't even really see what you were aiming at because of how thick the crosshair line is, but no, we managed to do that pretty good. So now we just kind of skirt our way through the salt flats, and it's probably in a few minutes where we'll kind of realize something's wrong and start doing a few more abrupt stops and take our time. So unfortunately, I really should have paid more attention. The problem is Carnivores is such a dated program that it really just... I have to say it screws up all my monitors, because it takes everything from the one monitor and all of a sudden puts it onto my second one, and only keeps the game on the very first monitor. It just does some really weird stuff with the program, how it operates and runs. But I'll definitely be keeping a much better eye on the audio captures now. I've been pretty good for the video capture, because I can at least release a video without audio. I can start doing the dub over like this, but there's not really a way to release a video that's just audio now, is there? So we just kind of keep working our way along and look. I don't think it's until we actually get to the very edge of the flat that we kind of stop and say, uh-oh, I looked over and saw something was not right, but I think I am... It's hard to say if I will miss Carnivores Triassic once the series comes to its end with the next week's episodes. I mean, it is enjoyable to go through, and if you have the time and patience to, it can be fun, but with us having other mods we'll be going into, I think this is where we kind of hit the, uh-oh, something's really wrong here. Yeah, we stop and do a little bit, and I keep looking over, and nothing, so... I am going to also be watching the comments and feedback very closely for any suggestions you guys have. Like I say, the 2 carnivore mods... Yeah, here we go. So we're leaving the area now. So that's where I picked up something was wrong. Yeah, so this will basically be the voiceover to an end. Thank you guys for joining me on this odd episode of Carnivores Triassic. It's a little different, and hopefully won't be the norm, and I'll be more careful with the video capture. But thank you for joining me, and if you do have suggestions for the next Carnivores Triassic or anything we'll do, be sure to let us know in the comments. We'll probably just keep going for a little bit, but if you do also want to support the channel, maybe think about subscribing to us. We're trying to make that 100 subscriber milestone, and any help is deeply appreciated. Until next time, though, survivors, please remember to take care and stay alive.